Now, as we mentioned, a total of 408 units from both these condo buildings were evacuated. And again, more than 200 people have been living in hotel rooms nearby, supported by the Canadian Red Cross. So what happens to those people? Well, again, there's a long way to go before they can come back. One of the major next steps that has to happen is the property management companies have to hire a third-party engineering firm that will then conduct an entire engineering assessment of the building. Take a listen to a City of Toronto official explaining exactly what those next steps are and how they will occur. Take a listen.
There still is a great deal of work required to make the buildings safe for reoccupancy. Any materials compromised by fire and prolonged water exposure, including the fiberboard between the two buildings, will need to be assessed by the professional engineers. Environmental remediation, including but not limited to smoke odor removal, moisture mitigation, and confirmation of acceptable indoor air quality must be completed prior to reoccupancy.
Now, those engineers will also inspect and assess fire alarm and electrical systems, plumbing systems, as well as the air quality in the building. Different units have different amounts of damage, we learned this morning, and that's why not all the units will be ready to reoccupy at the same time. So there's going to be a phased approach to allowing people back into their units. When we asked for a timeline, again, city officials said they're unable to say how long it's going to take to complete all of these assessments and ensure that the building is safe. They told us that the engineering firm hired by property management will first provide a report to the City of Toronto that outlines what is safe and what needs to be repaired, and then the City of Toronto is committed to reviewing those reports within 24 hours. Once that review is complete and everything is found to be acceptable, the City of Toronto will give the property management companies the go-ahead to allow residents back in, and then residents will hear directly from their property management as to when exactly they can move back in. So once again, quite a long way for these residents to go. We've heard again that not everyone is going to be able to get home at the same time, so it's quite possible that a number of these residents will spend the holidays in those hotel rooms that they have been staying with or with family and friends. And again, as I mentioned, this fire burned for 18 days, but there is still a very long way to go before the building can be declared safe.